premiering at the Cannes Film Festival on May 13th, 1971. Wake in Fright was an extremely controversial film that was banned in several countries. For a long time, the uncensored version was unavailable and widely regarded as lost media. The film is extremely significant for being one of the best Ozploitation films, a genre of exploitation films made in Australia. The film follows a school teacher named John Grant, who, after a gambling spree, gets trapped in a small mining town. He gets caught up in hard drinking and degeneracy with the locals. The film is really gritty and brutal. It isn't afraid to go into odd and horrifying directions. One moment that really creeped me out was the memorial service that the bar patrons had for the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. The whole sequence felt extremely foreboding.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us pay a tribute to our fallen comrades. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Undoubtedly, Wake in Fright's most controversial scene is the kangaroo hunting sequence. Real kangaroos were killed during the making of this film. While the controversy behind this scene is understandable, I still think it benefits the film as a whole and is a standout moment. The editing and the way it's filmed is just so unhinged, there's nothing else like it. To help me out with this review, I asked my buddy Billy from Woodstock Roadshow to give some of his thoughts on the film. Make sure you show his channel some love. Take it away, Billy.
So one of our country's best genres, and also the genre we're most known for globally, I'd say, would probably be our horror movies. And I think the strongest tool we bring to the table is our plausible plots. And by that I mean a lot of our horror you can watch being an Australian and go, yep, I can see that happening. Or if you were not from this country, you'd probably watch it and think, screw this place, I'm scared to come here, and these people are out of their fucking minds. And I think even Tarantino summed up our genre movies some years ago, and he said, we're a marauding pack of bullies who roam the highway looking for people to fuck with. And I have to say that hits it on the head pretty perfectly. And I don't want to be too dramatic, but the reality is that statement is quite real in terms of what places here are actually like. Not all of them, but some. And a film that really represents this plausible kind of terror is Wake in Fright. This film rattles anyone who watches it. You sit there and you watch the Gary Bond character. I can't remember his name, but this is a good straight arrow guy we're talking about. And you just sit there and watch him get completely corrupted by this group of everyday Aussies, as far as I'm concerned. And you practically just watch him, you watch him sabotage himself and descend into this drunken demon, so to speak, to the point where it gets so brutal to watch, where you're basically screaming at the screen the whole time, just going, no, don't do this, don't say that, oh, he did it, or fuck, he said it. And you just want to extract him. You want to reach into the screen and extract him from this world that he's in, because he's got no business being there whatsoever. You know, some people might be disappointed because this technically isn't a horror movie. So if you're going in expecting, monsters or, all the go-to tropes that you're expecting from the genre, you might be let down a little bit. But I'm sure it'll make your stomach churn and your brain itch in terms of its realism. And I say that in the most literal sense, because some of the shit you see in this film would make a lot of people cringe and feel sick. And I mean that by saying, these aren't practical effects we're seeing throughout this movie. It's just simply real. It's shot in all on location, and some of the sequences in this movie you'll watch, and I definitely thought this watching it for the first time, going, wait, what? No. That can't be real, but it is, and that's sort of the terrifying reality of this movie. And rest in peace to all those kangaroos. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Credit to Ted Kotcheff, the director, who is an Australian, I believe. I think he's American or Canadian. He captured the culture, especially for that time period, very, very well. And thank God this film was found, because some years back, it was given a second life, and it was sort of one of those classic lost movies for a very long time. And God bless to the people who brought it back, and sort of it returned like a phoenix from the ashes. So it's a true masterpiece, and it should be on any moviegoer's list, any cinephile's list. This movie is amazing, and go and check it out. Have a beer, play some 2-Up, and go cull some kangaroos. Peace.